All right, hello, my wonderful students. This is part 2 of foldable number 4, the last foldable of the section. This is rationalizing the denominator. So once again, we have our this time we have a square root in the denominator, and we have to be able to get it out. So get everything out. So same thing that we did last time. We're gonna multiply the radicand in the denominator with the things that we needed to get everything out here. So in order to do that, we're gonna write our fraction line. So we know we're gonna multiply by a square root because it's a square root here, the same index, and we have one copy of 2 here. So we're gonna need one more copy in order to get 2 copies. But this one we have 3 copies of the y. So in order to get it out, we're gonna need an extra copy because we would have a y cubed, which we can break down as so y cubed could be y squared times y, and we would need an extra copy for this y here. So we're going to multiply by 2y. But in order to do that to the denominator, we also have to do it to the numerator so that we're multiplying by 1 so it doesn't change the actual overall equation. Okay, so that being said, we can go under equal sign. And there we go. This is going to be equal to the square root of, I'm just going to write it like that, 18x squared y times 2y divided by the square root of 2 squared, and we're just going to separate that, adding that extra y there, times y squared times y squared. Alright, that being said, we can break down the 18 now. Just go ahead and do that over here. 18 can be broken down into 9 and 2, and then 3 and 3. But we also have an extra 2 there. So this is actually going to be broken down over here as equal to 3 squared. So the square root of 3 squared times, we have 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here, 2 squared times x squared, and then we got an extra y here for this one too, so times y squared as well. So everything's going to come out there too as well, which is great. And this one is going to be our square root of 2 squared times y squared times y squared. So it seems like everything's going to come out, which is awesome. So 3 squared is 3, square root of 3 squared is 3, square root of 2 squared is 2, square root of x squared is x, square root of y squared is y, over square root of 2 squared is 2, square root of y squared is y, and square root of y squared is also y. So we're going to go ahead and divide out our common factors. We have 2 and 2, and y also divide out to 1, leaving us just with 3x divided by y, which is our simplified form of our rational or rationalized denominator. All right, the next one we have here is our cube root of 7x y cubed divided by the cube root of 4x squared. Okay, so first things first, we're going to kind of ignore this 4 and pretend it's a 2 squared for this purpose. That way when we multiply by the cube root on the denominator, we know what we're actually missing because 4 is just 2 times 2. So now we have 2 squared. We know we need to multiply by another 2 in order to get our 2 cubed to get it out of this cube root. And we have x squared, so we know we need an extra x in order to make that x cubed as well, so we can take that out of the denominator as well. So the top's going to stay the same, but here, because it has to be the same or else it won't be 1. So this is, cube root of 2x divided by cube root of 2x is 1. So this is going to be, good for us. Okay, so I'm just going to multiply this one through for this all intents and purposes. So we got 7 times 2 is 14. Because I know none of that can't come out, so I might as well just do that way. And x times x is x squared, and y squared times 1 is y squared, which is great. And then we have our 2 squared times 2, which give us our cube root of 2 cubed, and our x squared times x would give us our x squared. Okay. Unlike the other one, we cannot take these out on the numerator because this is squared and this is the index of 3. So that means that the numerator is actually going to stay the same in this one. The numerator is going to stay as the cube root of 14x squared y squared. But the denominator is going to be able to reduce out or simplify out because the cube root of 2 cubed is 2, and the cube root of x, that's supposed to be x cubed, sorry, because it's x squared times x would be x cubed, would be x. So this is going to be our simplified form.